This podcast contains discussions about sensitive topics, including mental health, alcohol and substance use, as well as suicide. It may also include strong language. The viewpoints expressed by guests do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the hosts. Listener discretion is advised. If you or someone you know needs support, please reach out to a trusted professional or a helpline.
Well, welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers, to another episode of Twist the Throttle. Today we've got Dylan Raggaz coming all the way over from the eastern suburbs to say good day.
Part two.
If you haven't listened to his first one, go back and listen to his first one.
He was too good looking to not have a video as
That's
well.
right.
Yeah, so we had to get him back.
Sexy man he is. Sexy man he is. Well, thanks a lot for coming on, Raggaz.
Oh, thanks for having me.
We started last episode with asking what you ride, so why are you still riding the Boulevard is my question.
It hasn't broken yet.
It
Still
did.
just reliable, kicking along.
You fell off it just recently.
Yeah, whoopsie, what happened?
Yeah, plain and simple. I was pretending to be a racetrack rider, and I'm not. And the road was not a racetrack. I misjudged the corner, and
Ended up in the bush?
end up in the bush. 1 minute I was on the road looking at the bushes. I'd replace some mirrors. So other than that, it's just some bent bits that I bent back.
Did it hit the deck or did you?
Yeah, no, it did. It rolled over a bit. So
Dent in the tank.
where it went is it was sort of like soft dirt and just hit it on the after seat.
I'm pretty fucking convinced that Boulevards are cursed.
I've got one in my shed right now. With
Right now, just
fucking
been,
fell over by itself.
we literally parked it on a hill,
Yep.
went and took a photo of something, come back and the bike's laying down. We're like,
Motherfucker.
how the and it just got back from the shop too.
Yep.
It just ruined my day, man.
Oh,
yeah,
right, yeah.
just an extra thing I didn't really want to deal with.
Yeah, well, I bet. Yeah, I've had that happen at TNR once where I had it sitting, didn't leave it in gear. It was just sitting on the slightest of hills.
And just rolled
I
off the
walked off
kickstand.
to talk to someone and it rolled off, and it was the day I got my Ruroc helmet brand new. Had to pay all this money to get it. I'm like, yeah, this is wicked. And then it just fell over, punched a hole straight through the back of it. And I'm like, oh, well, there's $1,500 just gone.
Those helmets, I fucking hated my Ruroc helmet. I loved it when I first got it, and I had the shockwave system in it and all that. I was like, this is great. And then the fucking pin fell out for the lock, the pin lock on the side, and then that was it. And every time I replaced it, it fell out. Like, it was just, even glued one in, that fell out on the other
That's
side.
expensive helmets too.
Oh, yeah.
They look cool.
Yeah, it was a nice looking helmet.
And was the sound system really good in it?
The sound system was great.
So-
The center helmet that I got was really good. They had a Harman Kardon system in it, which is
Yeah. It doesn't link with anybody else, so that's the only fucking problem.
it did, but I just
Yeah.
made it so it didn't because I've got enough
because
voices
you
going.
didn't
in my
want
head.
to. So I got it out of them. Now,
Yeah,
now I've
that's
got the
it.
truth.
The whole reason I haven't bought a Cardo since is too many people talking in my head.
Yeah, that's it. So, quick icebreaker. Favourite riding snack or servo stop feed?
A great little snack I've been having from 7-Eleven is the cheese chili cranksy.
Oh,
Especially right in the morning when it has been sitting there all day, so it feels soft.
It's not from 1982.
I've been a bit shit lately. Been buying my food from the Tucker Truck. I spend about $15 a day, and I actually went to Coles and they had those cranksies on sale. And I just wrapped 2 of them up in tin foil, put them in the pie warmer at work. 4 hours later, fucking banger, man.
Yeah, they're wicked.
I used to play this baseball game on computer fucking 100 years ago, and it had like little ads for products and stuff in it. Like it used to come up like, this is month-old Franks, the hot dogs with experience. Every time I go to past the one in 7-Eleven, I'm like,
Yeah.
All right, mate. So we're going to get into it. Last time we dug in a little bit into you. This time we're going to come to talk about your new club.
Yeah.
Let's start with the name. Why Defiant?
There was a few things that went into it. Mainly, I think just, from where the guys and I left off to where we were going to, everyone has their own little battles and stuff and their own points of being defiant, I guess.
Yeah.
My own one that sort of sparked that conversation and then the idea with the guys was just listening. I'm not a biblical man, but there was some things popping up about a particular person in the Bible. And that was just talking about the defiance against God as such. What they were told to do, they just defied. They were like, no, not doing that at all. That doesn't suit me. It doesn't suit where I want to be or where I want to go. So
Defiance, it was more of a personal thing or reflection on your club's culture? You want to be?
Yeah, we're going to do things our way and try to make the best thing we can out of it and stick by, Defiant as the start of it there. So just
It's
run
good.
by that.
You got a lovely vest too. I like the little leather patches you got made up.
Yeah, the name patches come up a
fucking
treat.
awesome.
Yeah, they're different, unique. So
Yeah,
One of you guys do
it
it?
was a shop in Queensland.
Yep.
Australian bloke does it, RMK Leather there. Yeah, so and he's just been really helpful with it. So he customises the stamp and then does it into each piece.
Yeah,
And
cool.
Once he has the stencil,
You had a spelling mistake on the first order? was that
yeah,
right?
yeah. Road Guard was like the Road Guard or something for a while. Yeah. We were making some shun jokes in the club at the start. Was like, yeah, if you start to act up, you get that one. So, but no, it got changed we had that fixed up pretty quick. And
Good.
Who designed the logo? Whose fault is it to have the flying platypus?
so there's no fault for the platypus. The platypus came around because we were sort of like, we're going through other
Aussie.
clubs' logos. We wanted to keep something Aussie.
Yeah.
Something Defiant as well, like something that's just not normal and something that's overlooked as well. You go through a heap of different groups on social medias and there's already wombats and kangaroos and koalas and everything. There's probably an emu one, but there was no platypus.
Where's the platypus?
That's it.
Venomous bloody spikes.
Spurs, yeah.
Spurs.
Males have the venomous spurs and
Yeah,
they secrete milk. And
It's pretty good, but I've
We don't
never
do that.
seen one with wings, though.
It's a bit of customization.
So Rust, we had an event where we came out for your first ride. We called it our duck hunt. We all had little rubber ducks mounted to our bikes just as a bit of a rib. But is that something that upsets your boys? Should we back off, or is it all taken as the fun it's meant to be?
It's just fun. It's a Rockstar's member that designed it. When we first started off and we were talking about it, we did maybe look at the Mighty Duck skull and stencil a little bit off of that. So it's got a similar shape. We're just going to
Ducks and
change
platypus
it.
look exactly.
They really do.
The army hat on the top.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
yeah.
I do like it.
It was only the wings that threw me. The first time I saw Mighty Ducks, you're like, no, it's a platypus.
Our first design was similar with the skull, but instead of the wings, we had pistons and a wolf. We were going to use Finrir,
Oh, yeah.
Norse mythology, but in our area, the wolf's pretty well used in a lot of other groups already.
Pistons are outlaws, so probably steroids.
Yeah, and that was another thing. We're like, let's try to avoid. I mean, wings obviously belong to other groups, but not like little two cartoony wings off the platypus there. So.
I personally approached you about the possibility of starting a chapter for the Rustnuts. So when I found out you guys were leaving the last club, you had enough numbers and stuff like that, I was like, I don't know if the full gravity of how much that sort of meant for me to ask was given there, but you guys turned it down, started to start your own thing. No bad blood at all. We love what you've got going, but what motivated you to start your own club? What was the driving force behind it?
I think with most of the guys, they wanted something of their own and something that they had their say to, especially from parts of some of our backgrounds where we didn't have that, going into something new where, as a committee we sat down and we could decide on something.
What to do. Yeah.
And it's not saying that would have happened so much with you guys, but it's also then stepping into your shoes. The biggest thing was with some of the guys was I don't think we could have loved the Rustnuts as much as you guys do, and it's your baby as well. So now we have our own group that it's like, we love this bits and pieces.
Mate, we still love you.
Yeah, exactly. It hasn't changed our thoughts or feelings.
You're taking over. You're running one of our
Rides.
pre-rides for the
Pre-rides,
autism ride. That's
So what do you look for in a Defiant member?
But we haven't really had too many new ones come on at the moment. We're still the existing members from before, so it's really the same as any other SMC. You got to sort of fit in, and it's usually the first thing I'll say to anyone that messages about it. Come for a ride. Come and see if you actually like hanging out with us. We have a platypus logo. It looks really awesome compared to a UFO redheaded skull, but it's really just the same. You're trying to find people who are going to fit this brother sisterhood. They've got to be able to like you. You got to be able to like them.
I sent you a lot of our information that we started with to go, mate, you don't have to use this, but this is kind of what's worked for us over the years.
Yep.
As a little bit of building block for you.
Have you given them the new Constitution?
I think I did.
Yeah. Man,
Yeah, you did.
It's
Yeah.
a fucking Bible.
Mate, that's off its head. But anyway.
It was sort of not to that level where we have to...
Once you become incorporated, if you go down that road, there's a fair bit more rules and stuff that have to be in place, which is upsetting, but it's also for a great reason. Like our charity events are a lot easier to organise because you're just like, hey, chuck it into the club bank account and we'll send it off, and there's full transparency on
That's
all
right.
that stuff. So the process of joining your club, is it just like hang around, see if it's a fit for both sides? That FNG process, you got like, we've got our 12-month to get in, or is it just when you feel like it, here you go?
We sort of have our own timeline, I guess. So if it's somebody we already pre-know, either they're riding or just through our friend groups, it's sort of a bit more of a less extent of a timeline.
But as official.
But yeah, like if it was someone just off the side of the street that saw us, it's like, well, we have to build that whole
What are you
friendship.
about? Can we trust you? Have you got the right attitude?
We have the 12 months and it's proven to work.
Yeah, so we haven't got like a set time. We haven't set to anyone, but we do have sort of more like quarterly reviews for
Yeah.
a person where it's like, have they come to some events? Have they participated? Have they helped the club?
Do you guys
come to socials?
Do you guys do like your monthly meetings, or is it just a hangout every couple of weeks?
The monthly meetings usually turn into trying to sink a few cans, at least for me anyway.
Yeah.
It sort of makes for a really well-structured meeting. But, it's 10 cents per can, so
It's fucking
not
oath.
funds.
Are you an all-inclusive club?
We don't have female members yet,
you're
but
open
we're
to it.
open to it. So
Your families are quite involved in it.
my partner and little one, we try to get her into some photos where we can. And then we just have socials with the guys, ladies around or whoever they brick about.
Yep.
Yeah,
I tell you what, guys, you guys exploded onto the scene. That first ride was
Yeah.
80, 90 bikes or whatever it was. It was pretty fucking cool. There was just heaps of support, which is a credit to you and the other boys. Like, just good blokes.
yeah, chuffed with just
Yeah.
how many, even you guys coming out from your side of the town, down our way, then back up, like, obviously, like you said as well, for the final meet point, it's really just over the bridge and back.
Yeah.
It was really cool just to see all these groups come out and even just mingle, because it's sort of a part of my own goals in the riding community is to try to get the East and the West groups to mingle
Yep.
some more, or even be just that middle point,
Yeah.
that you can see what a wide world it is with bikes and clubs, and
You do certainly get around, mate, that's for sure.
I try.
Yeah, we've seen you out riding with the
Dead and Buried,
Dead and Buried,
and
yeah.
Southern Brotherhood.
smashing it on the socials. I've noticed you quite a few times. I'm sorry I didn't make the ride.
Broken bike, I think.
Bike, and then you
Yeah.
lost your bike, I believe.
Yeah, that too, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit time anyway.
Yeah.
Fucking tough run lately. Oh, how do you balance being inclusive and keeping your standards high?
Yeah, we don't have the female members on yet, but the guys know their P's and Q's around different groups, different people. It's like, when you're with your own club members, you can let
Head
loose a
out.
little bit when you start to get out in the public.
Things here, if the group chat ever got released, I think we're all going to prison.
Yeah.
You haven't had any issues with the 1%ers, diamonds, or anything?
No, we haven't had any issues with any outlaw groups or anything like that. We, like most groups, just made sure that we were clear of any trouble to
Yep.
begin with from the very start. We got these patches because can't get in trouble for scripts or anything like that if you've got something that no one had before. So,
Yeah, it's brilliant.
but yeah, aside from that, early days, we just spoke to a president of a MC and
Yeah.
just asked him sort of roughly the guidelines of what would make them look or what would make them not look, and
Did you get the same speech as me? Don't have a clubhouse, don't have a backpack.
yeah, basically don't give us a reason, and it was like perfect. Like
Yeah.
we want nothing to do with your world,
Yeah.
and we want you to have nothing to do with ours. Like we just want to have fun, eat food, drink beers, ride bikes.
I've got a few mates that are 1%ers, and I've spoken to a few guys as well. There's no animosity towards social clubs. It's a different world they live in. They have territory for a reason, businesses and stuff like that that they have running, we'll call it that. At the heart of it, it is just a bunch of blokes looking out for each other, the same as what we do, to a higher level, I guess is the best way
Yep.
to put
It
it.
sort of becomes their lifestyle and the way they live.
So you're a president, new dad, you got pressure at work. How do you balance it all?
Bike.
Yeah,
Bike's pretty good. The missus still looks after me quite a bit, looks after the little one. She sort of, still helps me get out on the bike because it's my free time to unwind. And, the bike guys, they all help, more than they know. So, it's always fun. There's always something. And even just the work of the club as well isn't too bad.
She had a little bit of a scare with your accident.
Fun,
A bit of a scare there. She was all right.
Oh,
Just
no,
stressed out
she
too much.
just called me an idiot.
Yeah.
I called her up on the way back home and I'm like, look, I'm just letting you know this has happened. Yeah, I got up laughing. I was an idiot, realised.
Yeah,
and she's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, probably don't do that again.
Yeah.
I do.
So,
I have to, if I ever call my missus when I want to ride, I have to start with, everyone's okay.
yeah.
How's fatherhood changed you?
Yeah, it has changed my perspective on a few things, even with all the things you see on the news and now with some of the youth crime going on. It's
crazy,
a big wide thing. Even the way my parents brought me up, I was sort of opened my eyes to a few other things there. And even I know at the moment I'm still in that newborn toddler baby. Hasn't evolved yet to a proper person, so we're still working on that. But yeah, like it takes more than I thought with a lot of it. Again, Tina, my partner, she looks after a lot of it, and I just sort of get home from work and I try to just do what I can
Take
around
some
to make
pressure
her
off,
life a bit easier. But
You spend the first 12 months waiting for him to stand up and walk and talk, and then you spend your rest of your life waiting for him to shut up and sit down.
Yeah. Don't agree. So, yeah, things you have to do before you're allowed to leave the house on a weekend to go out riding with your mates or what?
Usually I sort of take care of all of that through the week.
Yeah.
If there's a job that needs doing, actually, to be fair, I think Tina probably tell me off for it. She wanted a rack in the bedroom just to hold our hoodies and stuff up. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And I think it was like months past. So that got let go. I went out for a bike ride here and there. So she ended up just doing it anyway because I just kept going for bike rides. Priorities.
That's it. So you're known as a reliable bloke, always willing to put your hand up, always willing to help out other people. Where does that drive come from? From my experience.
Just do what you want others to do to you. You help a brother out, they help you out. It's a pretty simple concept, and just not being a shit bloke's right up there too. So
yeah, you're definitely one of the leaders in the uniting of our world for sure. Like there's a couple of guys out there that are really making big steps to include every other club. Like I've met other clubs through you, you've met a few clubs through us. Like it's how it should be. Yeah. We're all pushing and pulling in the same direction.
So you guys are actually helping us out on the Autism Awareness ride coming up. How does that go for you guys?
Yeah, pretty happy. It's always good to ride. It's good to do it for a good cause, and it's good to help out.
Yeah, we had 80 on our first ride, or the last year's ride, the breast cancer awareness ride. This year, if the numbers keep growing the way we think it's going to grow, we're sort of a little bit like, oh, fuck, hang on a minute. There's a few people coming. There's a few bigger clubs that have reached out to us. Yeah, so it's going to be it's going to be something.
So even our first meet and greet with all the bikes that came to the pre-meet, we weren't expecting such a turnout.
Throws your corner marking and stuff out when you're like, oh, hang on a minute, this is get back to the front.
That's right. Helping.
Yeah, well, I couldn't be prouder of our guys for that day.
They're really well run.
And I think as well, it's a good boost for every one of them, even myself, to be like, all right, you don't have to think about what the tail gunner's up to. You know what he's doing. He knows what he's doing, and the officers will. Big
group rides like that as president are kind of awesome, but also kind of shit because you just sort of seeing bikes in your rearview mirror. Like it's much more fun being in amongst it all. And it's like nothing like coming around a corner and sort of looking back and you see just a stream of bikes. It's like, fuck, that's awesome. So what's in the future for your club? Bigger numbers, more charity rides. What's your goals? What do you got set for this club?
Just the joy of it now is it's the committees as well. Just enjoying it's mine, just if we get more people and they're like-minded and we're all going to have fun and make memories, and albeit it's wicked, if we can start doing stuff. We've been sort of trying to take some notes from other clubs like yourselves with the charity run. We want to start trying to knuckle down which one we want to support, maybe try to find one that doesn't get as much light as it should. You get a lot of these mainstream charities that get big ones, like, the Autism Awareness one I probably wouldn't have thought of.
Dolly's Dream was a big one for me.
Dolly's Dream one,
yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate,
But, so try not to get swept up with all of the other things with other clubs, they sort of get caught up in stuff. Which
I kind of sort of reached out for one group and they're like, oh, you should invite these guys. And I'm like, I better just double check that there's no bullshit.
Yeah, well, that's
better to
be sure.
Yeah, if you have to ask two crews, like, I know these guys, like, I better make sure he's happy. So
we try to get along with everyone. As far as we know, we're peaceful with everybody. We haven't got any issues with anyone.
What are you looking forward to personally?
Well, I look forward to getting my carpentry apprenticeship done. To get that done out of the way, start earning normal people wages again would be nice.
That'll take the pressure off.
Especially when she's going to be going to school in years and all that. So, try to get that done. Yeah, the club-wise, just let it do its thing, I guess, as well. Just
slightly fester. Don't push it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we haven't really tried. Like, our pages, the page we got, just trying to...
It exploded. You got like 500 people in the first month or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was like 300 or something. I just added my old friend list.
Yeah.
Like, you're either going to be on it or you're not.
Yeah.
And then, so now me and one of the other guys, we all sort of have a little competition on who's got the most. And in our chat, you get a little crown if you've got the most amount of friends in the group. Yep. So I was winning for a little bit. And then the Wombat, one of our members, he added all of his BNS friends and, well, pretty much all of his friends. So he now has my crown. So I won my crown back.
Got to make more friends.
I got to make more friends.
Get on to Jared's page. He's always got 1 million people on his pages.
Yeah.
Certainly does.
His ride was good out to Willie the other week. So, do you see yourself swapping out the Boulevard for a Harley soon, or are you going to stick with the rice burner?
No, I think I'm going to stick with Jack Tat.
What's your dream build if money was an object? What would you build?
A faster Boulevard. Yeah, nah, probably like... I don't know. I still haven't sort of drifted around enough bikes to know exactly which ones I really like.
You could make a chariot and have two boulevards.
But I was just throwing money at the boulevard.
That way they'll both stay upright.
Yeah. There's a bloke I met at the drag strip at Heathcote and he had a turbo strapped to his. And I'm like, that's wicked. And I'm looking over it. I'm like, it's got the same brakes and the same tires I got. Yeah, I didn't change that.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
got a
yeah.
NOS bottle on the other side. I'm like, I want this.
It
I
goes
just
really
don't
fast.
need
It
it.
doesn't stop any better.
Yeah, he's like, oh, it spins the wheels to 200 k's now. I'm like, well, why do I want it?
Yeah, there's a lust.
Sounds like an Ambo bike.
Yeah, it does sound like an Ambo bike. I'm kind of more supercharger now, I think.
Yeah.
A linear power right across rather than the
Like
snappy.
the kick you off the seat to power.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been looking at a NOS kit for the Rocket 3.
Yeah.
Just
That thing's quick enough, I think.
There's always room for quicker.
just another little bit wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
So have you got any events coming up that you want to plug?
We haven't really got much planned in that sense. We're supporting groups until we
Yeah.
get into making our own by the time this airs, whichever week that is. So like we're going to be doing a Vietnam Veterans Ride on Sunday. So going out to Longwarry for the Vietnam vet service that they got for the day on Monday. We're planning to have a little GP run.
Oh.
There's a few of us going, and then we'll just have our own ride in. Yeah, it's wicked. Like the Trust No One group that run the main Saturday meeting. It's just hundreds of bikes and people pulled over on the side of the road, kids and men and women. They're all just waving and taking photos. You know, it's really wicked. But when we did that last, we missed most of the day at the racing and riding. So we're like, oh, well, this year we'll try to get down earlier, make a whole day of the GP.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the year is really just, we got your event as well, the pre-ride for that and organising that and getting that in.
We went down and spoke to Limbrook AMX and got them on board for us. Rock went down and had a chat with them as well and sort of said you were coming.
Well, I went down last night actually, but I didn't find anyone useful enough to talk to, to be honest. So they're all just stall clerks just making sausages and bread. I might have to send another email just to make sure, but the manager I have spoken to, he's all good with it.
Yeah, so we've got you guys running one out of Limbrook. We've got Southern Brotherhood running out of Melton. Phoenix Riders are running out of the Calder Park.
Up that
BP.
way.
Yeah, and we got
G-Town Bobbers.
G-Town Bobbers and Family First coming from Geelong. Who else is there? Silverbacks at Hoppers. Silverbacks have got, I think the Geelong boys are going to try and meet up with them on the highway and we'll roll in together. So that could be cool. Yeah.
And then we're meeting to
Back Park, the cafe there called Lumber and Co. They've been kind enough to, they're going to open up right out the front of the cafe so we can all ride up to the cafe and park out the front there.
Pretty amazing place.
Yeah, we went there. Didn't even know it was there, to be honest. Like, we pulled in to just see, like, oh, where can we start? And the cafe was there. We're like, fuck, we'll go get a coffee. And then we were like, hey,
It was all fenced off, and they said, no, you can bring all your bikes up and put them all around it.
Yeah, we'll be trying to do a run. The road captain and I will try to do a run there soon. Just try to follow our pre-route because especially with all the work they've got on the freeways at the moment.
It's nuts, man. Like, we did a run around the bay the other week, and just the amount of lights we caught, the amount of fucking around it was just caught in the rain. It was just great. Yeah.
That's all right. So how do people get around supporting you guys? You're on Facebook, obviously, and
Facebook, just started Instagram.
OnlyFans, yeah.
Nearly,
yeah.
I don't think there's enough six-packs in our group apart from what you can buy at the bottle shop, to be honest.
Lots of kegs.
Lots of kegs. I'll pitch that to the guys. I'll see if they're open.
A band from our group was like, oh, we should do a calendar. And I was like, that is the worst idea I've ever heard.
You just get a surprising fetish out of that. Someone will buy
I'm
all
thinking
of
about it. It'd probably be all right.
It's probably Ambo who just strap it to all of his walls.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Why is his door so sticky?
Too much information, Jeff.
The cat has
cool.
You always take it to that next fucking level.
I've always got to go there, mate. So we got you over here, mate. You probably rode for like an hour and a half to get here.
Yep.
What else you want to talk about? What's been going on?
So last time you come, your bub was only little. She's nine months now.
Yeah. So she's rolling. She sings the song of her people at inappropriate hours of the morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good fun. I mean, the highlight of it is if it's through the day and little one's up, Tina will prop her up onto the front window on the couch. And as I ride in, she sort of just looks and she knows she's just starting to register the bike and me and the helmet. Yeah, she just gets all smiley and tries to wave, but she looks a little limp when she does it. It's just not all...
No words yet? No mum?
No,
Dad? Not quite.
Not quite, yeah. Not like she's actually trying to make those
Melts
words.
your heart, bro. It does.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Your missus is one of the people that, because of the show, at your pre-ride, she came up and just started talking to me. And I was like, turned around like, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
She goes, oh, sorry, I'm Raggaz missus. I was like, oh, Tina, right.
Yeah.
So, as soon as she said who she was, I was just like, she's just randomly just started talking at me, and I'm like, do I fucking know this person? Like, this podcast makes things very interesting because you come like
You don't know who's listening on the other side.
You don't know who's listening, and then like people come up to you and go like, oh yeah, I was going this the other day, and they're like, oh yeah, I know. Like, fucking how do you know that? Like, like, you said it on the podcast. I'm like, it's been good.
You're a little bit more comfortable this time around, I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, last time I think I was banging into a bookcase.
The show's upgraded quite a little bit since.
No, it's
back
moving
then.
again.
Yeah, we're moving again. Hopefully, it's an upgrade when we move to
I hope so too.
have it all set up a bit more permanent and
Yeah.
looking better. No more gaps in the soundproofing.
Yeah, you probably notice it.
I do. It drives me nuts.
It does drive me nuts too.
Yeah. We'll definitely be painting under the soundproofing next time.
We need more props.
Have you seen my trophy?
That's a fucking great trophy.
That's gonna be a prop for sure. Yeah. So this year the Rustnuts had at our AGM with the new. It's going to be a national trophy called the Jiggler. So it's the MVP of the club. So who's put the most into the club for the year, not just money, but time and effort and all the rest of it. And they made me up this trophy. It's was it a flywheel off of something?
Yeah, a sprocket.
Sprocket and then discs off the brake. Like I've got a photo of it. I'll put it in the socials. But yeah, I don't know.
Bloody impressive.
Oh, it fucking looks great.
If you're on YouTube, you'll see a little clip of it right here.
When I'm trying to, because like when I was saying to you before, I generally try to listen to the podcast when I'm mowing the lawns or something, because then it keeps dedicated to mowing the lawns.
A good background noise.
Yeah, and then or like cleaning the bike, so you can try, and then you're just missing spots.
We're trying to figure out how to make the YouTube a bit more entertaining on what we can do for that. As much as we've spent and tried to make the screen look as fun and fantastic as possible.
We need we need to work out. I don't really want to make it like on me talking, the videos on me, you talking, the videos on you. You can pick what you want to watch on that. You're sitting there listening to it anyway. You want to sit and stare at Raggaz and go, "What a beautiful specimen of a man." You can do that. Stare at me.
The only man I know with more Viking tattoos than me.
I'm like, I haven't got to the side of my neck. Or
Get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
That's it. I'm just going to save my money. Tattoos are expensive.
They are expensive.
Everything's expensive.
So we have a sponsor on board. We've got Barber's Choice. They're giving us 20% off if you use Throttle 20
at the
checkout
on their store. Half of that 20% goes to charity.
That's right. I actually I figured out who bought some, so I went and had a try of their products back in. Pretty nice.
He called me and said it was popping off, so I'm assuming that means someone's used it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about giving it a go.
I
do have a lot of gifted ones, just like little sample bottles.
Yeah.
Don't deal with the smells very well. So like it's
Barber's Choice is pretty good. They're not overpowering. It's not silly flavors. There's a fresh. There's a vintage. Is it that? Can't remember what
fresh vintage, and we will edit it into
Here's the bottle. So.
Yeah, I think I had one of the Jericho ones or sample pack of that, and it was a very hit and miss one because I'm like, I don't know, by like the sixth one, who would put this on their face and sniff this all day? But you get some and you're like, yeah, it's usually the ones that aren't so strong that I can enjoy a bit more.
These are all natural, really healthy, good for your skin.
Yeah.
I use them every week and at least twice a week, and it stops the beard itch and all the rest of it, so can't complain.
Yeah, I did used to make my own once upon a time, so I just tried it all out. Yes, yeah, a lot of that was used, and not on just the bottles. So, it was all right, those ones, but yeah, you don't save much money unless you're making hundreds, so...
Here's a question for you.
Oh.
What advice would you give anyone thinking about joining a bike club?
I would definitely say that it's going to take up some time. Like, it's not just you can rock up, give it a crack for a month, and then like, oh yeah, I've joined, or you wait till you've got your patches and then you start to disappear. Like,
commitment for sure.
You got to commit a little bit. You got to give a part of yourself to this group, but in doing that, that group gives a part of itself to you as well. You know, like you've got your brothers and your sisters behind you. They're willing to back you up if you've got something going on in your life.
Yep.
Again, coming back to this mental health stuff, is like you've got someone to talk to, and there'll be someone in the group that sits more with you than somebody else, or, you know, someone you feel a bit more open to.
I always say with our club, you get out of it what you put into it. The people who really put into it really love it because they get so much back out of it, and it's not an expectation of that getting it back, but it's just those guys willing to give the most, get the most back. And when it comes to, we've got all our rules for attendance numbers and stuff like that, which I really fucking hate having to enforce and tell someone you should be coming to have fun with us. If we say there's an event, I'm fucking going to be there. To an extent, I say it's kind of like a sports team. If you don't want to come to the boring shit, the meetings and all that, you don't get to play the game. You don't go to training, you don't get to play on the field, you don't get to wear the uniform. So if you want to be a supporter, cool, we've got supporter gear, you can go do that. Yeah, but to be a member,
you got to put in,
show us you want it.
I've had to even say to some friends of mine, it's not just a shoe-in either. Like, again, with a committee, you don't get just like, oh yeah, he's my friend. It's like, it doesn't matter who's your friend. The whole committee votes on if you're in, if you're going to stay, if you're participating enough. Because I have read through some of the rules.
You've got a thing similar to us where you've started with a group.
Yep.
And now when anyone else comes in, they're going to have to earn their spot, whereas these guys was kind of given a spot. Like the guys in our club that have earned their spot, it means a lot more to those guys. So I kind of say to the guys that were given spots, like, you should go through that process. Like, yes, you've done it. Like, technically by now you've been in the club 5 years, you've shown you're going to do this.
But do you really know somebody?
Yeah, but do you know what it means to fucking earn your spot in a club? Like, and they're the guys I really respect. Like your Cheryl's,
the ones that have come through.
The guys that have really put in the effort to be a part of it all. Some of them didn't know us at all, didn't know us from a bar.
Exactly.
So,
You've got a few really good ones coming through. So
I've had a couple come on and drop off, which is what the process is for.
That's right.
Well, that's what I found with our guys as well. They're the ones that have come from the last chapter, the last group. We all sort of kept pretty honest with ourselves in making sure we all put in something into the start of the group as well. That wasn't just a walk-in for anybody. And even though people that couldn't commit, that were still around, because again, we're still very new, they're a bit better off than they were before, those sort of things. We haven't had too many new people come in just yet. We've got, like, you've got to earn it sort of thing. We've got one that's pretty much past his little stage, and we look forward to getting his patches all kitted up ready for him and surprise him, so that should be pretty cool. And that'll be our first one that's graduated the learning stage.
You don't make them all buy Louis Vuitton.
Well,
it can become quite expensive.
Yeah, a friend of mine had it, and he just mentioned he had one, and I was like, well, I'll buy it off you if you don't wear it. And he gave me a good price. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm not paying old mate $700 or $1,500 for it. So, yeah, I was like,
I bought this fucking wicked one from Bobhead.
Bobheads, that's right. It looks fucking
had to get
cool.
Had to get it over from the UK, and they fucked it up, and I had to send it back and then get another one. So it was like fucking $300 in just postage to get that thing. And then we started the club and we picked another vest, and I'm not allowed to fucking wear it.
You are allowed to wear it, but just not on club rides.
It's my stealth one.
That's, actually going with the vest as well. So we've so I know you guys have your rule that they're all the same vest. Yeah. So whereas we've, like with myself as well, like we all got different ones. What I said to the guys was, as long as it's comfy and it suits you, it doesn't have any of the other club colours that we have to worry about.
Yeah.
It suits you, it's your personality. Like we got Wildcard in our group who's our tail gunner, and he's yellow and black because he's a Richmond supporter through and through. So he was always wearing his Richmond hoodie around. It's like his vest, give him an option, yellow and black. And it's like, well, if you're going to wear it with pride...
That's where it starts getting sketchy because the colours are normally...
Yeah, and that's the thing we try to avoid, but it's like, he's already wearing his Richmond hoodie wherever he's going anyway, so, and it's like, the whole thing is you wear it with pride with your patches and run the club that way.
That's perfect.
A little different from, especially from before.
So you guys got merch coming?
Yeah, well, it's slowly coming. Trying to iron out that and,
let me know when you got some supporter gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to get one of your guys' ones too. So, but it's just the setup.
We did the
readjustments.
Yeah, we had vinyl cut for so long, and it's pretty simple because it was a mate of mine that can do it. And shout out to Duzzy, fucking great work he does. Now we've gone to screen printing, and the initial setup for screen printing is not cheap. But once you've got the screen, it becomes a lot cheaper going forward.
So I'm going to plug the merch that we've got. So I've got the direct-to-fabric printing done, and mine has been through the wash 10 times and through the dryer. We'll take it all down to the laundromat, and it's holding up, mate.
Yeah, good.
So it's really, really good.
I want to look into maybe getting a Shopify store. Have you seen that? It's a bit like a Redbubble. Once we give them a design, they can put it on anything. Yeah, so see if anyone wants whatever they want. Like,
go in there and order it.
Yeah, yeah. Yep. I'll have a look at it.
Yep. Let's do that. Let's try and get a little bit more money back because you've invested a hell of a...
I had a student the other day, and I said, one of my jokes is like, you stand in front of a group of students and nobody wants to talk, and I'm talking all day. And I say, guys, I talk for a living, and for a hobby I run a podcast. I'm sick of the sound of my voice. some of you guys talk back to me. And one of the blokes is like, "Oh, why are you still working? If you're running a podcast, you must be making thousands."
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, costing me thousands.
You're right.
Yeah. No, it was funny. I was like, yeah, no, I don't think you
Not
understand
yet.
how this works. Yeah.
Not yet. We need to do something funny and make it.
Name starts with J for Jeff, not J for Joe Rogan.
We do something that catches on, and then all of a sudden it fucking boom. Thousands of people watch us.
You've
every
been the
fucking
driving
week.
force behind the YouTube stuff, and that got the shorts went off at the start.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry.
But they went-
I'm being lazy.
Oh, not at all, man. You've been working your ass off for this. Like, I just organise guests. You do all the back.
That is the hard part,
you
buddy.
do hours and hours of editing and all the rest of it. I do miss it when I was doing it, but then I started to get the shit with it a little bit too.
And you're
so-
missing the deadline.
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
can't miss the deadline.
If you could ride anywhere in the world or with anybody in the world, where would you go?
I mean, I'm still keen on my lap around Australia when I get to that. I still don't know who with.
Take all of us, we'll go.
Like,
Sign me up.
just get every SMC to just cruise around in one
Yeah.
big thing. That'd be wicked.
I reckon you could
But,
probably organise a stop to
Stop at each fucking
Yeah, stop
SMC.
around.
Ride
Yeah.
with an
Club
SMC
to
to
club.
the border.
Club
They
to
go
club.
back home. You keep going to the next. And
That'd be cool. We've floated the idea of a Tassie trip at the moment. One of our road captains organising a 7-day tour of Tassie.
Yeah. You go around in a day.
Roads, was it Tin Man saying 10 days wasn't long enough?
Yeah.
I suppose that's the difference as well. Like, you know, a lot of people see all these roads, especially twisties, as like a course or a racetrack.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like, sometimes you can just slow down and enjoy the scenery. as you-
Through them is what I would say. Through them. Yeah, just fucking take your time. Have a look at the scenery. Experience the wind changes and temperature changes
Yeah.
going through valleys and,
Oh, there's nothing like a bike.
you know.
Yeah, well, we went for a ride with the 59ers, the
Oh, yeah.
Rockers.
Yeah.
They were taking me in the roads at the back of Warburton I've never been on. And I'm just looking around and it's just like cut sides of mountains and
Yeah.
just parts of this forest and valley. I'm like, I've never driven, looked to even where this road went.
When I went to America and drove a lot, like we drove from LA up and then across Canada and then back down through New York and back through the middle. The whole time I was like, fucking, you know what I miss? Like going through a rainforest, popping out at a beach, back through a rainforest into the mountains. I'm like, fuck, Melbourne's really nice.
Yeah.
Like, you don't realise how good it is to ride around until you sort of go somewhere else and go like, they're like, oh, check out this road. It's got a bend in it. You're like,
Yeah.
cool.
Yes.
I'd definitely like to do a proper tour, like on a bike, but
Yeah.
in the car it was pretty cool through the Rockies and stuff, up through Canada. That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Even like the ride from Melbourne up to Mildura, the transition you get from going through suburban, urban areas and then into
Rural
the
country.
forests. You keep going, you might see some dams, and then within 2 hours you're starting to see a bit flatter earth, a few less trees, paddocks, and then you go again.
You're literally to the red dirt.
And then orange
So it's
dirt,
like-
and you're like, oh, this is going to be fun to wash. Like, see a truck come by, and you're just coated. You're like, this is nice. But yeah, it's,
I always wanted to do straight up the guts from Adelaide to Darwin, but I don't think it's a fun ride.
I've almost done it
Yeah,
in a car
yeah,
with kids, little
yeah.
kids, and they
I
actually
remember that.
survived.
Yeah, yeah.
The car fucking survived as well.
Trains and shit would be hectic on a bike.
Oh, 130 kilometres per hour from Uluru to Alice Springs took no time at all, mate.
Yeah,
Doing 130, I don't know why our speed limits are so fucking low around here.
yeah.
Especially from like Werribee through to Geelong, it's fucking dead straight.
Are you guys coming over to support the Hogs Cogs broken
Yeah.
promises? Yeah.
I think we're all going to sit down and have a chat about it. If it's personally something that someone wants to do, then they can go and do it. But
Yeah,
if we have our club stuff on and we don't agree as a group that we're going to do
Yeah.
it, then don't wear the club stuff.
Reclaiming Australia rallies that are going on.
Mm.
And I was like, that's not a club thing.
Yeah, that's a personal
Because that
mission.
could get very.
I hope it doesn't.
Violent.
I really like the idea of what they're doing,
Yeah, exactly.
which I don't think it's about. I'm not a racist person,
No.
but I understand that they don't want a lot of people coming into Australia when there's
Yeah.
no freaking houses for them.
Yeah.
You know, it's causing problems for everybody else.
Look, I'm not going to weigh into it. It's getting political.
It's
But
political. It's not a political show, but yeah,
exactly right. But when that came up as a club thing, I was like, no, not a club
not
thing.
yet,
If you guys
that's
want to go support it, go for it. But yeah, I'm pretty protective of our brand, especially as an incorporation. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, especially because you're held liable and you're more than just
100%,
a
yeah.
group, you know.
Yeah.
And even though like we're not a incorporated group as well, I still hold it to that
Oh,
same
you do,
level
yeah,
where you're
yeah.
like, no, we made this. Let's not piss it away into nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you got to be smart with some of your battles and some of your choices as well.
So we had stickers made, and they got handed out to the wrong person one day, and he was driving through
Yes.
a school, and somebody said, you know, went off at him because he was speeding or he did
Yeah,
something.
this guy's booming through a school zone doing 80 k's an hour, weaving through cars and stuff.
And had a
Fun Rustnuts sticker on the back of his car. So we were straight away like in the chat, like, who's this? Like, and they're like, oh, it's a friend of ours. Like, take the sticker off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to remember that with my work car. It's got a dirty, great big platypus with wings on the back with the socials tag.
Yeah, love it.
I start driving and I'm like, remember, there's a sticker on the back. We love our club. We don't need any bad stuff for our club. And
Yeah, I got a little sticker on my van too.
yeah.
Well, thanks for coming along, Dylan.
No worries. Thanks for having me again.
What does Twist the Throttle mean to you this time around?
Same thing.
Just get out there, do your thing. You know, like you guys say at the start of this, like, it's okay to just pump the brakes sometimes. Each road's different. Every person's personal battles are different. Just take it as it comes. Do the best with what you got. Enjoy the ride.
If you don't enjoy it, what's the point of doing it?
It takes a special type of person to throw their leg over a motorbike.
All right. Thanks, watchers. Thanks, listeners. That's another episode done. Cheers.
Thanks for riding with us today on Twist the Throttle. If you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your crew. Remember, no matter how tough the road gets, you're never riding alone. Stay safe, stay open, and catch you on the next ride. Keep that throttle twisted.